How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is your girl, seeing and all knowing. If you are new, please come in and please hit the bell so you'll be notified when I go live. And please thumbs up the video. Y'all come in, come in. This is your girl, seeing and all knowing on YouTube and the knowing on Facebook. Coming to bring you another episode of the Seeing and Knowing Chronicles on this Friday night. You all come on in. I'll give you time to come on in. Please thumbs up the video. Please follow the page. The page is growing day in and day out. We talk about the truth. We don't tell any lies, and we love everybody. Hey, Miss Jean, how are you? Hello. How are you? Y'all come on in, so I can start the Friday Night Chronicles with seeing and all knowing. With evil has many faces. Evil presents itself in many forms. Hey, Miss Sharon. Hey, Miss Yvette. Hey, Miss Devonna. Miss Jean. I'm doing okay, Miss Jean. I am doing okay. Hey, Miss Shirley Jacob. How are you? How y'all doing? I hope each of y'all is safe. I did not really want to bring another sad story this evening. I just didn't. I didn't feel like it. I wasn't motivated to, and I got several, but I just wasn't motivated to bring that. So when I'm not motivated to bring it, I look deep down and I continue to search. What can I speak on, or what can I talk on that can help people? And evil has many faces came to mind, because it does. Evil can show you as being extremely nice, caring, loving, and thoughtful. But are you seeing the real person? Are you looking at the situation correctly? Are you seeing the truth, but you're covering up and you're hiding it? Because everybody is telling you, I don't know. I'm not feeling him. I'm not feeling her. Something about him just not right. Hey, Miss Monica girl. Hey. I will be sending your order off tomorrow. With the rain and everything, I just hadn't had a chance. But I will send it off in the morning, Miss Monica. If the Lord is willing, I will send it off in the morning. Hello, Miss Monica. I hope everything is fine. I hope you're fine. I know you was in the Carolina area, so I hope everything is fine and well with you all. So, when you look at a situation and you look at a picture, oftentimes we trust people that we shouldn't trust. Hey, Miss Regina, we deal with people that we shouldn't deal with. And we hear that voice in our head, but why we don't listen? And this can apply for men, women. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't apply for one agenda. It could be either or. Oh yes, Miss Monica, that I am not pressed on that, baby. I am not pressed. You take your time, honey. Cause see, we living in some times where things are hard. Things are getting higher. You go in the store and get 4 or 5 things, and it's much higher. And sometimes you feel like you need somebody. Y'all ever felt that way? You need somebody. You gotta ask somebody for something, because you may not make it without them. So instead of being without, you begin to take things that you should not take. You begin to excuse things that you shouldn't excuse. You begin to overlook things that you shouldn't overlook. And this applies to any type of relationship, because you just can't trust people. You can't really trust anybody. You really can't but yourself. Because you're not going to just, unless something is wrong or deranged, do something to yourself. You just not. We're not designed to do that. But you start, you're right, Miss Jean, but you start dating somebody. Don't use a dating situation in. You start dating somebody, and everything is wonderful. Everything seems to be just absolutely wonderful. Everything is going so well. You, it's so good. You ain't told nobody. And maybe that's why it's so good. Because secrets are good. So you don't tell anybody. Why are you keeping it a secret? You ain't got to go tell everybody your business. But this is a close family member that you talk to every day. Why you ain't told him about him? Why you haven't told him about her? Or vice versa. Why you haven't said anything? Why is he a secret? Why is she a secret? Why are you driving 3 and 4 hours to see this person? Why you can't tell what their name is? Those are some questions you should ask yourself. And then the question that you should ask the person is, how did your past relationships go? Now, they might not tell you the truth. Thank you, Miss Monica. But you can get some conversation going. And if you're around somebody, it don't even take, people say it take a month. It don't take a month. You can really start seeing somebody's true colors in about 9 days. You really can. I put 2 extra on there, but I always say 7. You can see who people really are. But what we got to do, no, they don't. They don't. You're right, Miss Avette. But what we got to do, we got to follow our instincts. If you know that you feel something and it ain't right, and Miss Jean, you are telling the truth. She said, if I'm around somebody and they started acting funny, I leave them alone. I don't have time for it. Now, she ain't lying about that. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let it stay right there. But that's what you should do. You really should. If people start acting funny, I don't care if it's a relationship, and it seems like it's going left, it's going left. Stop trying to save things ain't worth saving. Some things are not worth saving. They're not. But we out here trying to save them. I got to bring this back up because they're going to lay her to rest tomorrow. And I thank God they found her. I thank God that they're going to lay her to rest, and hopefully her family can find some peace. Please don't ignore. Please, that feeling, please, no, you can't ignore, because it's there, and it's there for a reason. They're going to lay Miss Alicia Watts to rest tomorrow, and I am so happy that her remains was found. Some people look better gone anyway. I was just reading what Miss Jean said, y'all. But they're going to lay her to rest. With technology and everything, they found that woman. That woman who appeared to just want to bless folk, who want to help the disabled, who helped the community, who helped the church. And she found a man that she thought was about something. But was he really? See, that's what we have to ask ourselves. Is he really? But that's when you start asking questions. Yes. Miss Avette say, yes, amen, it could have been me. If you're dealing with somebody that you really don't know, and they got an ulterior motive, now I don't told y'all, everybody got an agenda now. And their agenda ain't necessarily got to be bad, but everybody got one. Everybody have one. I just feel that way. In my opinion, everybody has an agenda. Oh, I know what you meant, Miss Jane. Oh, no. I was just letting them know. I know what you meant. Miss Monica said, sorry I ever met you. And there are some people that you just say, why? What was wrong with me? Was something wrong? Why did I deal with him? Why did I deal with her? See, those things start coming in your mind. But I stopped to tell you that evil can look good. Evil can dress itself up so pretty. Evil can seem like it just love you and you're the best thing that ever happened to them, when they are really planning your demise. They're planning bad for you. They're not planning anything good. They're planning bad things. And y'all want to get, and I'm not saying y'all on the line. Let me just say women. Women want to get mad with the other woman. You don't even know what done went on in their life. You just don't heard his side of the story. You ain't heard hers. Hers can be a totally different thing. His could be a whole totally different thing. It doesn't matter. You sometimes you may want to talk to that person. But some people, I'm telling you, they can be, you'll think that people get, with age and time, they get wiser. But sometimes that ain't true. They will get mad at the woman. Talk about the woman, you know, or go and try to jump on the woman. I ain't never understood that. I ain't never understood why women allowed it. I don't. I don't know why anybody allow anybody to come to their house and try to jump on them and they just stand back and act like it ain't happening. I don't understand that. I don't. Sorry, but I don't. Sorry, but not sorry. Hey, Greg. Yeah, exactly. That's right. But this is the thing. You're on edge, and you shouldn't be on. I ain't gonna be on edge and not at my house. No. But people brag about how they go to people's house and this, that, and the other. First of all, you make your little self look like a fool, and you put yourself into danger by doing that. And second of all, that person haven't done anything to you, so why are you at their house? Listen, watch, and be aware of their behavior. You better say that, Miss Shirley. Listen, watch, and be aware of their behavior. I wish somebody would come to my house. Big mistake. But people are doing it every day. And they're mad at the wrong person. They believe in them. That man that unalived Alicia Watts has been evil, in my opinion, for a long time. Somebody sent me an inbox today, a long one, and I was, this person is a very detailed person. And sometimes people will get swallowed up in the comments. And sometimes you don't never ever see them. But then you'll go back and you'll look. And they've been there all the while. Somehow you just missed them. Or they came on live and I didn't see it come up that they had watched the replay. And this person detailed to me somebody's actions. And it was not directed towards me. But they wanted me to be aware of something. And I appreciate it. I want to always be aware of everything. I don't care if it's indirectly touching me or have something to do with me. I want to be aware of it. I do. I am Miss Shirley. I have prayed for them and prayed. And I know God got them. And I know this is some closure. Especially for her mother. But when I read in details what the person sent me, I wrote it down. It's the older person. So I know it's wisdom come with the message. And she said, I just want you to be careful and not attach yourself to everybody. And I said, And this week alone, I have gotten 3 different warnings from people who ain't necessarily up in the mix or anything. They just come through. And I'm thankful for them. Because see, those what you call silent watchers, they don't say anything. They just look. That's what you call them. But everything they said, and I've been analyzing it all evening. It makes a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense. But the thing about it is, I already knew it. That's the thing. I already knew it. And again, it had nothing directly to do with me. See, people are opening their eyes and they're seeing things. The only thing the knowing or seeing and all knowing doing is bringing it to the forefront. That's it. Just because you see people smiling and people hollering this, that, and the other and acting like they this, that, and the other, don't mean they that. They don't. And some of the same people, I love to go, and I wouldn't really say in the sky, but I don't really. If I go and I'm looking at on somebody else's page, I'm not gonna respond. But it doesn't matter if I do respond. I'm not gonna respond to anything crazy. But it's always good to be aware of what's going on. It's always good to be aware of who's replying and what they're saying. It's always good to be aware of that. And it'll surprise you. It really will. People ain't who you think they are. They are not. Honey, they be over there with your enemies. And I ain't talking about me, 'cause I ain't got none. I ain't got no enemies out here. I don't have enemies. I ain't talking about myself, but they be over there. Shy, they be over there acting like they love you so much. Honey, they be over there with your enemy talking. Okay. Every time your enemy go lie, they lie with them. Okay. Y'all better open your eyes. And I guess that's when I just put this together and say, it's so many faces. And then when you come on, try to act like they love you. You the best thing. They've been waiting around for you. And they've been praying for you and everything. And they're over there with your enemies. Don't get mad at the doc. I'm just telling the truth. That's all I'm doing. I'm out here telling the truth. That's it. Some people like it and some people don't. But you know what? I'm at the point now. I don't care. I honestly don't care. I'm at that point. I'm going to tell it just like I see it. And whoever it hits, it hits. But I know I ain't finna come out here and everybody looking for me to start acting a fool with somebody. No. No. That's not who I am. But I do want y'all to be careful about people. Some of y'all just, and I'm not saying some of the people on the live, I'm just saying in general. I don't know that y'all catch my live last night. I believe it was. Was it last night? I don't know, y'all. I don't know when it was. I don't know when the live was, when I had told y'all that I had been donating and giving people and I wasn't nothing but a fool. I don't know what night it was. I can't remember. I ain't even gonna lie. You're right. Thank you, Greg. Oh yeah. I know that, Miss Jean. I know that. But I was just saying that, everybody who was coming up, they had this and they had that, and they was, a fundraiser for this and a fundraiser for that. I was writing checks to everybody until I learned some sense. And the doc got it. Hey, Miss Joanne, I love you. Don't be mad at me. I just came on this evening to say hello earlier. Last night, Miss Jean. Yeah, I told him, I said, the doc used to be a fool. See, I don't mind talking. I can talk about me now. I used to be one. Well, I used to just give people and say, oh, let's just sow and this and this happened. Everybody went happy. They were lying. They was lying. Today alone, I have given out 7 of my 9 elderly bags, and the other 2 will go in the morning. It ain't hard to give nothing to people. It ain't hard to help people. And the only reason why the other 2 ain't I, because it's 2 more things I need to put in them. That's it. But people, they want to put it on that they doing it for so many other people when you're trying to boost a bag for yourself. I'd rather for you to just say it. Just say it. Don't lie. Just say what you doing it for. And you ain't got to lie. But people lie. That's the evil. Has many faces. Hey, Miss Bobby, people will come to you. People act like they just so loving. They love everybody. Glory, hallelujah, and all that. Yes, Miss Joy, but I learned some sense. I did. I learned some sense, and I just started to say, if these people are helping these people, won't I find me some fit folk, and I help them myself? I ain't got to go through nobody else. I ain't got to go through a third party. I can help them myself. I ain't got to go and go to the middleman. I go to the source. You need anything, ma'am? If I call you my little old lady, I don't mean no harm. If you don't like it, just tell me, hey, Miss Grace, hey, honey. And we go from there. We just go from there. And if somebody else that they said, baby, can I get some? Yes. If I got it and it's yes. Oh, yeah, Miss John had to learn. They're making a fool out of the dog, honey. But everybody, experience is your best teacher. Experience have taught me. It has really, really shown me who people are. But again, I must say, Miss Yvette, when I started this channel, she said, you better be careful. She said, Lisa, you better be careful because these people be telling, they tell you lies. She said, everything is for evil and money. I said, Miss Yvette, everything ain't for you. She said, yes, it is. People lie all the time. You better be careful. And I applied this right on back to my personal life and said, I better be careful. Because everybody who inboxing these sad stories ain't telling the truth. They do. And Miss Yvette told me how to go find out what they lying. And y'all, these folk were lying. That's why I just came to just speak to you a little bit about it. They were lying. Child, they was telling you, ooh, Jesus. I helped 5 families for Christmas one year. 5. They went in the state of Georgia. They was out of the state of Georgia. I sent everything to them. But you know what? If I hadn't been listening to Miss Yvette and went and actually researched it, I would have sent folks stuff that didn't deserve anything. They were just trying to get stuff for their kids, and they weren't trying to buy anything. And I started looking at things really, really different. I looked at it differently, and I haven't did a Christmas giveaway that I sent out of the state since then. Good for you. Tell you anything. You're such. Thank you, Miss Bobby. Right. That Miss Joy. I'm talking about. Out of the state. When there's a lot of people in my state, my town, my community, my hometown community could need help. But I was just, listening to them stories and stuff. And how Miss Yvette told me, you go back and you look. Cause see, I had no idea. And she said, you'll find out a whole lot of stuff. And that is what I did. It's true. Yeah, it is. Miss Monica, it is. And you know what she told me? Why don't you go back and research their page before you just so giving? And everything be right there in front of you. And that's the same things with relationships. Everything is right there in front of you. Why we don't listen? Why we let anybody tell us anything? Everybody who say they love you, they don't. They don't. They may love the things that you can provide for them. They may, and somebody told me this just today in the doctor's office, as a matter of fact. I don't really talk to anybody. I go in there, I be sitting here, my uncle sitting here. He and I, we talk. We have on our mask, but I really don't just get into talking to people. Just start to strike up a conversation. And I'll tell my uncle, I said, start doing that. Don't be striking no conversation up. He love to strike up conversation with these young women. He love it. That messed up with the, oh yes, ma'am, Miss Bobby, but it's all right. It's like, yes, it's so, and so He told, I was just sitting there. Of course, he started talking and all this other stuff, and I was saying, because I had on my mask, and he said, and I don't know what he was going through or whatever, and I don't know. I guess I got tell it all on the top of my forehead. He said, it's easy for folks to lie to you. That's how he started off. And I said, you talking to me? And he said, yes. I said, oh, okay. I said, yeah, it is. And I went back to strolling my phone. He said, people don't tell you the truth. You have to find out that they full of, you know. I said, yeah, you do. And so my uncle turned around and he said, he messed with you. I said, mm-mm. Because he wouldn't. I said, leave the man alone. Don't start nothing in him. And so he just went on and he just told me a little story about, I said, well, pray about it. And he said, yeah. I said, because it ain't no need to do evil with evil. Pray about it. And he said, yeah. I said, and he just kept saying, yeah, but you could look at it. I said, listen, everybody done been done wrong in some situation. You may not know, but everybody done been done wrong. I said, it's easier to walk away and forget it and forgive them. That's right, Miss Shirley. Sometimes, Miss Shirley, you don't even have to say nothing. That's why you say you put that heart down, because you don't have to say anything. It's no words need to be said. And that's what I told him. I said, read Psalms 35 and leave it alone. And I was headed to the bike then. And he said, what did you say, baby? I said, read Psalms 35 and leave it alone. And when I went on to the back, just so happened, and when we were walking back to the truck, my uncle and we was trying to get in there because it was raining. He said, I'm going to read that, baby. He said, you said 35? I said, yes, sir. He said, and the other one, I said 37 and 91. I said, just tell God what you want. He said, okay. And then for some reason I stopped. I got back out the truck. My uncle said, what you doing? I said, hold on a second. And I said, but leave it alone. Once you pray about it, leave it alone. And so he said, why did you stop to tell me that? I said, I don't know. But leave it alone. Whatever it is and whatever you're thinking, leave it alone. Pray about it and let it go. And I really didn't think about it anymore until I started about to write in my journal. And I thought about the conversation with him. And I said, he going through something. He was going through something. And I hope he leave it alone. Oh, yes, it will. God will take care of you when you don't think that. When you think that you can't see your way out. People have wrote me and told me that when asking for anything, when just asking for prayer, they said that they had, dug themselves in a hole. And it's like every time they get paid, they're on broke still. That they're having to borrow and ask. And by the time they pay their bills, when they get paid, they don't have anything. They have to pay the people back they borrowed from. And then they have to pay their bills. Yes, the Lord, you're supposed to leave it alone. That's right. And leave it at God's feet. You're right, Miss Monica. A prayer that he does. Yes, I pray that he does. I do too, Miss Ivette. And so I just told him, I said, listen, we all can dig a hole for ourselves financially. And I said, but this is what you do. You start paying the things down that you can to free up some money. Like, for instance, that's right, Miss Joy, God can handle it much better than we can. But I told him, I said, start working back to get yourself. If you do not need, I want y'all to listen to me. If you do not need that cable bill that's in with that internet, that's in with your phone services, that is costing you out of the roof, get rid of it. Get rid of things that are costing you so much money that you can't see, because if you only need the internet services, then just get the Wi-Fi. You can get Roku and Fire Sticks to really watch TV. You can get Netflix for almost nothing. You can get other stuff that they will give you on a promotion. And then after the promotion over, do like I do. I ask for another promotion. Child, I know they said I get tired of her calling. After every promotion over, here she come. But they continue to give them. They don't stop. Because I said, well, I'm going to have to look for somebody else. Another service. Because I ain't got it. Yes, right, Miss Sherry, you have to cut the cost. If you're paying that much money and you can't afford it, and then then it got to the point where you have let it got 2 months, you could lose everything. You got to let it go. You can get free Wi-Fi from the government. Okay, thank you, Miss Jean. I did not know that. Hey, Miss Harris, I had to learn that. Yes, Greg, please. Y'all, and I told her, I said, I didn't know folks were paying that much for stuff like that. And she said, yes. She said, I just cannot. She said, baby, I can't see myself out. But I'm free. That's right. You got to free yourself. You got to free yourself now. If you can't afford it, you don't need it. You don't. Stop going around getting yourself into things because these other folks don't got themselves into. You can't do it. So don't try. I ain't finna go get nothing because nobody else got it. I'm going to get what I can pay for. I'm going to get what I ain't got to be out here where I think I got to be and shack up with somebody to help me take care of that. No. When I get something, I'm going to get it solely in my name. And I'm going to pay it solely. I'm not dependent on nobody else's check. Oh, Miss Jean, the trick is that Wi-Fi don't work everywhere. Yeah, I'm telling you. So I just started to tell them things that you don't need, cut it out. If you got, what is that series? What is it? No, what is it? It's the radio thing. Oh, God, I can't even think of the name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But, some people say they pay $20 and $30. Child, you can call them people. I pay $7. It's series, I think, or whatever. But it's the radio thing. I pay $7, and this one was telling me she'll pay $30. I said I would call them for back. Or let it go off for a while. And then call them and tell them to give you a deal. You got to learn how to live out here. They keep going up on cable and showing the same thing. Miss Joanne, the same thing. My mama fussed about it and said, Mom, why don't you just get rid of it and just look at your Fire Stick, your roll code. Okay, through the cable company. I don't have none of that stuff. We don't need it. Really, ain't nobody watching TV that much now. They not. And if they're watching on their phones and their tablets and things. That's it. Greg, come through for me. Thank you, baby. They paying $30-something for that. And I told us I ain't paying but $7. That's all they debit out of my account is $7. Because I don't even listen to the radio when I be in here. I'm basically listening at content creators. I'm listening at other things. I'm listening at Mama Tracy. I'm not listening to all that when I'm driving down the road. So it didn't matter to me one way or the other. None of it mattered. And it was free until a month ago. I was not bothered about it. They started calling me. You're not going to, I said, no, not renewing it. I don't know how much it is and I can't afford it. And she kept talking. She said, you can afford. I said, how you know what I can afford? You don't know. And she said, $7. I said, $7. Stalling a little bit. $7. Do you got a cheaper plan? And she said, no, ma'am. It is $6.99. That's the cheapest one we offer. And I said, how long is it for? And she said, it's for 12 months. And I said, 12 months. I said, well, I guess I can afford it. Let me find a card I think $7 on. I said, hold on, baby. She said, yes, ma'am. So I just fumbled around for a few minutes. I said, I think I got $7 available on this one. She said, is it a MasterCard or a Visa card? I said, it's a Visa, ma'am. And she said, okay. I said, you have to run it now because it may not have $7 on it. Lord, forgive me. And she said, okay, I'm waiting for the number. So, and this is the card. There's a prepaid card that I make sure I load $200 on it every month. And she said, it went through, ma'am. I said, okay, did it? I said, child, thank you. And I got off the phone and I laughed because it was very funny. And she said, we just going to send some to my phone. And when I send it to my phone, I get by the truck, it'll just automatically, I get started back up or whatever. I said, okay, child, I wasn't even that interested in that. So when I got in my truck, I started hearing it go different things. I said, what is going on here? I said, oh, that radio. And then I got the phone out and just hit some things and it came right back for $7. Your girl got it for $7 for 12 months. You got to negotiate. And you can't make them think you need it. Because I don't need it. If you have cable, you can choose what channels you want. Oh, yes. That's what they said. Wait a minute. If you have cable, you can choose what. Oh, I didn't know that, Greg. I didn't know that. Thank you for making me laugh. Miss Yvette, I needed a laugh too. I ain't need no more sad stuff. I understand because my check every month, I have to add 50 to my account, and for the last 4 months, I don't get no one back from my check, and I let cable go, and I'm in a deep hole. Oh, Miss Cheryl, I'm so sorry to hear that, baby. You go, girl. I mean, and I understand that. That's why I'm telling folks. Evil got several faces. Even when they put up this stuff and act like it's so good for you to have. If you can't afford it, let it go. Please. Let it go now. Before you get into a deeper hole. Okay, thank you. You too. Very nice lady. Yeah, Miss Monica, we can all stand a laugh. And I told the Lord, I was like, Lord, I said, I know the squad is looking for me. I know they are. I said, but I cannot tell another sad story today, not today. I said, even for my mental health, I can't tell another sad story. I didn't even want to tell about the man escaped, from the prison. I just didn't want to tell no sad story. So I just came over here to give y'all a laugh or two. But now everything I said is the truth about them $7. That's true. $6.99 for 12 months. And you're welcome, Miss Bobby. And just remember that evil has many faces. Your debt level can be evil if you can't pay your bills. Oh, see, Miss Jane, I don't do that. I be looking. I call them back. If it come to my money, I call them back. Oh, yes. I look at my account 5-6 times a day. Yes, it does. Yes, ma'am. I asked somebody. She said it. Oh, okay. Greg said with Spectrum, you can choose your own channels. Everybody need a laugh or two. And if anything that can save you money, and I realized that people were still paying these high cable bills, I had to come and tell y'all. But evil has so many faces. Like I said, it just doesn't have to be a relationship or a person. If you're just over the edge in debt, that can have evil faces because a lot of credit cards ain't good. Nobody should have a lot of credit cards. And I didn't know this, but I know now that when I got the truck, my credit score, it didn't necessarily go drastically down, but it took a hit. It did. Because something was added on back onto the credit. And I did not know that. I didn't. But I said I should have known that. Because one thing I do know, when I was buying my house, they said, don't buy anything 6 months to a year out from getting it. And when I got it up under contract, they said, do not get anything. Nothing until we close on this house. So a lot of people can tell you a lot of things that will help you. That will help you not. Let me tell you, I got so many clothes. I was telling my cousin today. I said, I got so many clothes. I don't need no clothes. I don't need no clothes. And I need to stop buying storage bins. It's the best medicine, Greg. Yes, it is. And so the moral of all of this is anything can have an evil face. You just have to pray and ask God to lead you your way. That's all you got to do. He'll lead you. Yes, on the interest rate, that continues to go up. I tell people right now who want a house so bad, shouldn't get a house right now. But of course, I'm going to let them do what they want to do. When I heard the interest rate was going up, when I was about to get my truck, I locked in my interest rate. I called them and he said, come lock it in. You got to lock it in right now because it's going up tomorrow. I locked my interest rate in and it went up the next day. I thank the Lord for it. That he called and told me, you better come lock it in. And I got a very, very good interest rate. I didn't even want to finance a truck at 6.9. No, I didn't. And people say that's a good interest rate, but why am I financing at 6.9 and I can get it for 4? Or I can get it for 3.9 or 2.9. No, I'm gonna get the best deal that's out there. Even if I didn't go through Toyota. But that was the best deal. I could have went to the bank and got the money and got the truck. Oh, I will, Miss. Wait a minute, Miss Shirley. What is you selling me now? I can't even free up no money. And I got to move October the 31st. So say a prayer that God. Oh, I will, Miss Shirley. I didn't realize that I will. I would definitely send a prayer, Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley said she got to move on October the 31st. And she said, say a prayer that God send me some help my way. And she already had said that she had dug herself in a hole. I don't get nothing back from my check. And I let cable go and I'm in a deep hole. Miss Shirley, I'm sorry. I definitely will be praying. You know what? I told you I was going to do that, Miss Bob. I am. I'm definitely going to do it. Yes, ma'am, Miss. We're going to pray for Miss Shirley. You should. Nothing should be financed right now. They sending prayers to you, Miss Shirley. We all are. I did not know you were in that predicament, Miss Shirley. I didn't know that you had to move. I didn't. But I'm going to keep you in my prayer. Hey, Paris, how are you? Y'all, I love y'all. This is Noah. This is the knowing, y'all. I'm not going to take any foolery. And I'm going to see you. Hey, Miss Jackson, I'm going to see y'all on Facebook a little later. Not right now. I'll try to send you, won't forget Miss Miss Diane, Miss Joanne to send you and Miss Diana telling you I'm coming on Facebook. In Jesus' name, Miss Yvette. Hey, Miss Jackson, girl. Greg said he will be praying for you and we will be praying for you. Thank you. I know that's right, Miss Jean. I love y'all. I do. I see y'all on Facebook a little bit later. I do love y'all. Y'all, this is Seeing and All Knowing, and I'm out.